Hello everyone and welcome back to No Man's Sky Space Academy. Here we are with another Space Academy records and here we are with Scratch. Say hello, Scratch.
Hey everyone.
How you doing today, man?
I'm pretty shiny today, Gene. How about you?
I just woke up, I'm drinking coffee, I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, had to do a full day work yesterday with mentally disabled kids, which was a pain in the behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. So, Scratch,
Yep.
shall we go ahead and get this started?
Oh yeah. Let's do this.
So, who are you, man?
Well, I'm Scratch. My real name's actually Jesse. I'm 21, and I work at a printing shop. I'm a finisher. Basically, I
Hmm.
make it. I do anything, folders, stuff some envelopes, all that. Get the mail ready.
uh, so you're in the mail freaking
Printing
office of
business.
the printing
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
Huh, nice.
It's real
I
cool.
used to work at a library, so we saw a little bit of that printing stuff down in our binding area.
Yep. That's what we
Yeah.
do.
Something that I've seen and I know how to do, I just don't want to do it.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Heck, sometimes I do now I really don't want to do. It's like, wait, why do I want to teach? Oh yeah, it's easy, money. Okay, good.
Alright.
So Scratch,
Hmm.
what is your biggest fear?
Well, since I'm a perfectionist, I think that's gonna be failure. Hate to say it, but man.
Perfectionist with failure.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can see how that'd go. I am not 100% a perfectionist. It's just some things I have to have just right, just the way I want them.
Hmm.
Being married, that takes it all away.
Yeah. Not everything's gonna be perfect, but gotta accept some things.
Yeah, and it's just like, okay, I'm just gonna let the chaos ensue, which
Yeah.
is somewhat good since at school I like chaos more.
Keeps it interesting.
Yes, it does. Huh. So, Scratch, what brought you to No Man's Sky?
Well, I mean, I was playing first person shooter after first person shooter, and I was getting kind of tired of it. And I was looking for a new game, and lo and behold, No Man's Sky comes up. I'm like, ooh, what is this game? I start looking into it more and more, and start realizing, wow, this is a lot more than just walking around.
Hmm. Yeah, I remember used to playing Day of Defeat. Do you know that game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, World
I
War
used
Two.
to. Yep. I used to have a clan back in the good old days. Let God Sort 'em Out was the name of it. This is back before Steam. If
Wow.
that tells you how long ago it was.
Yeah, throwing CDs into the computer.
Yeah. It was right there, actually, at the border when there was no Steam, and then there was Steam.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. And I remember everyone complaining about Steam, how it always took so long and all that stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
remember one of my fellow clansmen had a GIF that had Steam loading, steaming pile of yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Scratch,
Yep.
who is your character gonna be?
Well, I did compile a little backstory, but nothing too serious because I like to keep improv in play. Got a
That's
guy
good.
named Valence Langlier. He's getting tired of his old planet, so he decides, what is out there?
Hmm.
So he starts building his own little ship, and he's ready to go. As soon as No Man's Sky starts up, yep.
As No Man's Sky starts up, he's probably gonna be finishing up his first long journey.
Mm-hmm.
Huh, sounds good. Somewhat of the same way that Gene's gonna be out there.
Yeah.
Just graduated from the Space Academy and got out into space.
Yep. There you go.
Hmm. So, how old is your character?
He's a lot older than you'd expect. He's not really human, but we're gonna say he looks 25, 26.
Oh, so he's the equivalent of his alien race of 25 and 26.
Yep.
Hmm, not bad. What does your character value?
Hmm. Heroism, acts of good, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It's making him seem like the good guy already.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Now, your biggest fear is perfectionist stuff. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry, not getting everything right. What
It's alright.
what is
Valences. Yep.
Valence's biggest fear?
He's worried he won't find any friends. I guess it'd be lack of friendship or people who even like him.
Hmm. Somewhat of dying alone.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. That right there is a big fear among this community already. I could tell.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
It seems like it contradicts him, what he's doing in his wanderlust, but sometimes you just gotta get out there.
hmm. Now with the No Man's Sky that we know right now, with limited, well, I'm gonna say it, a slim chance of meeting another player, and the AIs that have already been announced, how would you portray his fear of loneliness in No Man's Sky?
A sense of confusion that he's not able to speak to anyone, these alien languages that you have to learn. It scares him because he won't be able
Hmm.
to speak and, know things, understand them.
So it'd be like somebody that doesn't speak anything other than English going to another country.
Yeah. And when his first time out in space, he's gonna have no clue.
Yeah. Huh. That'd be interesting. Will you
Yeah.
be recording this stuff?
Unfortunately not, but I did make a Facebook page where I am going to be uploading pictures and videos of various planets I visit.
Like I told the people before you, go ahead and send me their contact information down below in the Skype, and I'll go ahead and put it out there.
All right. While I'm getting that up, next question?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
I
no
got
problems.
distracted by something else. Okay, let's
It's
see.
okay.
Will your character always have? Well, blah 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 blah. Let me restart that. Will your character have an obsession?
Like I said, I think doing good. If you see something going wrong, he'd really want to hop in and help whoever's getting attacked, but that might not always be a good thing. So his call to heroism, going out there and doing good, and I think that might not only that, but I think the wanderlust as well. So it'd be a combination of doing good and wanting to see new things. That's his obsession. He just something he goes for.
Yeah. Hmm. I'm trying to think right now how that would actually affect the gameplay. The Wanderlust definitely is something that will draw into other planets,
And
and
if he gets into a faction war and picks the losing side because he thinks they're the good guys.
yeah, I could definitely see how that could happen. Don't know if there is actually going to be faction wars in what you call it, No Man's Sky,
Or
like
at
there
least,
is right.
oh, sorry. Continue, Gene,
Go
sorry.
for it. Like there is right now on Eve Online.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been seeing the news. It's like, why is this even news? There's a huge war in this game.
Yeah, I've
Be
been
interesting
watching
to
it.
see, though. Honestly, did your character have a happy childhood?
Yeah, pretty much. He was growing up in an academy, much like what was that, Raging Bulls, I believe.
Yes. Wait, no. No, that was
The other
I
one.
can't remember his
Yeah.
name right now.
hmm I know
Even
who
though
we're
it
talking about
should
though.
be right up here. Villas.
Valence is. But yeah, he grew up in an academy, much like him. Lived a pretty calm life. It was a little bit of a struggle because they taught him how to do all sorts of things throughout life, combat, basic survival, and some entertainment, cooking, and finding his
Cocaine.
hobbies. hmm
Cocaine? Oh, cooking! Cooking!
Cooking.
Oh, is that cocaine's his hobby? Eh?
Cocaine.
Oh, man. So, everyone, that
It's
was
alright, man.
cooking. I misheard.
It's alright.
Just like something else that's happened to me this week. This has been a week of mishearing stuff.
It's alright,
Well,
man.
here I was getting introduced to my new teachers, and one of the teachers talked to somebody I've been talking to online all the time, and she said, "Oh, I heard that you in your old schools that you were a CD player, like the cassette player, the CD
hmm
player where you record, where it replays back what you say.
Yeah.
But I heard CD, as in a very shady person." I was like, "Wait, well, I'm not CD. Who said that?" And just because there is a language barrier in between English and Japanese, even if the Japanese person knows English to a good extent, there's just some words that you don't know in the other language. It's like, oh my god, I
hmm
made a mistake. I'm gonna have to talk to her when I actually go to that school in a week or two.
By the way, I sent the link to you, Gene.
Okay, I
So,
see it. And also, if there's any game tags and stuff like that you want up there, let me know and I'll put it up in the description.
all right.
It was. I'm still laughing at Raging Bull for trying to sneak that stuff in.
hmm
It's like, come on, man, I'll put it up for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so next question: is your character involved with anyone?
Not really. He used to be, and I think that's what fueled his wanderlust. He used to
Hmm.
have a romantic situation, and it
What
got
happened
very,
with it?
very close. Well, during the academy, they decided to go on a field trip and go to a different planet, which they
Hmm.
have that capability. And he was paired with a girl, and all sorts of stuff happened, chaos, a bunch of attacks and survival and having to get through it all. And they got very close, but she decided that it would be better to go back to the academy, whereas I think that's where Valence found his wanderlust.
Hmm.
Going out there and seeing a new planet, it got to him. So they broke up.
Yeah, a broken heart could do a lot to a man.
hmm
Hmm. Would that be the worst thing that's ever happened to your character?
Mm, yeah, I'm gonna have to say that. That's probably the worst.
Hmm.
Having to hear his girl that he's gone through so many different things tell him, I don't think I can do that. And then
Hmm.
just leave him.
Yeah. What was the best thing that's ever happened to him?
Oddly enough, I think that field trip.
Yeah,
It's
some things that start out as best can turn into the worst.
Yeah, because he was just that basic academy kid living his boring life, and then all of a sudden this field trip happened and got him going.
It's that one spark that ignites a flame that sends him out there into the world.
hmm
Hmm.
And I think it'd be best to fit the idea of No Man's Sky of just exploration and wanderlust. I think this would be a perfect story.
Yeah. Does I'm gonna missay his name a few times. Valence?
Valence.
Valence. Does
Yep.
Valence have any secrets that you're willing to talk about?
Hmm. He's had to do a couple things during that survival training that we wouldn't consider civil.
uh, like
Possibly raiding a camp to get supplies.
hmm, a sep camp, or was this during the field trip, or just
Yeah,
normal?
during the field trip, when it was just
Okay.
him and his girl, he had to raid a camp for supplies, and yeah, some people might have got hurt.
Hmm. Ah.
So, this nice little kid doing that, mm, it gets to him sometimes.
So, from your description so far of Valence,
Hmm.
he's going to be an explorer, am I right?
Yep.
Okay. So, what do you think he's going to be mainly exploring? Uh, and I'm going to go ahead and give you this stuff right outright. It's going to be space, plains, forests, oceans, or caves.
I'm definitely going to say space, for sure.
Hmm.
He's going to be one of those people who, like the explorer, like how they set up the explorer. He wants to go from planet to planet and look at all these new things.
Okay, so in space, how would you make a living?
Definitely doing discoveries,
Hmm.
cashing them in and naming new things. That's going to be
What is
his
going to,
thing.
if you're willing to talk about it, what is the first planet you want to name?
Well, I have my first planet reserved for community. I won't get into that, but I think the first one I find that is actually inhabitable, somewhat decent looking. I think I'm going to name it the original planet, which is Enthosia, where he comes from.
Ah, so Anthosia 2 or just Anthosia?
Enthosia too. Yeah, you can't take the original.
Yeah. I'm still thinking about naming my first planet Bob.
Yeah, I saw that in the yeah. That's
This is
funny.
like throwback. Yeah, Bob. You can't name a planet Bob.
Bob.
Watch me. Oh,
Hey, if you get to
though.
it first, right?
Yeah. Yeah. After that, I might just go out and mess with some other YouTubers that I've been watching.
Mm-hmm.
A robust group about naming different planets after them and just showing it to them. So hopefully, I'll get some more traffic in from their crowd. I know it's a cheap move.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how will you interact with other spaceships?
He's definitely gonna play the cautious, make sure they're not up to anything, and of course, like I said before, if he sees them in trouble, he might go and try to help them, even if he's not on the right side.
So he could
So,
actually help bandits if he thinks they were the good guys.
mm-hmm. Because
Hmm.
remember, man, he's never been out there. He doesn't know.
He's going to help the underdog in every fight, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I can see how that could definitely bring up some problems.
Yep.
Oh, good luck on that.
Oh yeah.
Now, what will you do if you get bored?
I may or may not switch it up. You know,
Mm,
I know Valence is somewhat violent, like I've said before, and it's a little bit of improv, so
yeah,
I'll go out
with
there
any
and
game.
do some fights or get in a little bit of trouble.
Hmm. So when you go onto a planet, because we know you will eventually dock onto a planet,
Hmm.
what area would you want to investigate?
I'm actually looking for more of those planets that are a lot more rare, like just forests and a lot of things to see, if that makes
Hmm.
sense. Especially caves. Ooh, I can't wait to go under.
So, have you ever been inside of a real cave?
Yeah, once or twice. I mean,
Hmm.
not actual like, spelunking, but A couple field trips.
I've been in an old mine shaft, if that makes sense.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, it's not even. Yeah, it's an old one. It was though they're mining stone,
Mm.
actually. So a quarry that dug into the mountain.
Uh,
Would you live in a cave if you had a chance?
Ooh, that depends. If it's one of those like really close, I secretly have claustrophobia. Shush. But if it's one
I
of
th-
those big open caves with like lakes and all that, oh my goodness, yes, that'd be
yep.
amazing.
If there is that cave, I would live in there. So why do you like the forest?
Well, where I live, there's a lot of trees, plenty of
Hmm.
trees.
So you live in America, right?
Mm-hmm. East Coast.
Ah, there's trees out on the East Coast. I thought it was just New York.
Yeah.
Where I used to live, it was nothing but rice fields, cornfields. Sorry,
Yeah, that's pretty much here.
but with trees.
Yeah, a little bit of forest here, a little crop here.
Ah, yeah. Me, it was just flat crop, and it's like, oh my god, this is so boring.
Boring. Ugh, yeah.
Heck, last night, part of the reason I was late, I went up to my friend's birthday up in Nico. Do you know the three monkeys? See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
Yes.
Basically, I went up to that town where those are located for my friend's birthday, and it
Wow.
is up in the mountains.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, there's
Lucky.
actually more than three monkeys. There are a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
monkeys on that temple.
Hmm. Didn't know that.
If I have a picture somewhere, I'll actually include it into the video, but I'm pretty sure I don't.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see.
So, would you live? Well, you already live in a forest, basically, don't you?
Yeah.
Would you
It's
like to
about
live in a forest on the game?
yeah. I should reword that. If it's not acid rain and lakes and all that, yeah.
Oh, we could never have too much acid rain. Oh, I'm just thinking of what it. I just can't wait for that game.
Me neither.
Uh, one of my friends, I was driving him home last night, and we were
Mm.
talking about No Man's Sky in the car. It shocked me to find somebody else here close to me that no that is just as excited as we are with it, and it's like wow. Hmm.
Wow.
So, what is your story going to be mainly about? Exploration or something else?
I almost feel like Valence is looking for his place in the universe.
A self-discovery story.
Yeah.
Hmm. Is there any central theme that you want to get across to an audience, or just for your own amusement?
I think there'd be a theme of just learning to get out there and go out of your comfort zone
Hmm.
because you never know what's around the corner.
Yeah, that's good. With most of Americans, well, at least those that I know of, don't even leave their home state. Getting out there and exploring America and or the world is Valence's trip out to space.
Mm-hmm.
So, will you allow your story to develop naturally, or will you force it down a central path?
Definitely naturally. I'm all for improv.
Hmm.
I'm excited to see what happens next, even being the author.
Yeah. Well, like I said in one of my previous ones, J.K. Rowling, now that I remember her name, was
Hmm.
still surprised when Sirius Black died, and she cried, but she kept writing.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Hmm.
Man, that must be horrible to see one of your characters die like that.
Well, I don't know. Look at what's his name, uh, the writer of Song of Fire and Ice. I think he enjoys killing his characters.
Yeah.
It's like you die, you die, you maybe die. I'll let people know next book. Hmm.
Hold off here, and dead. There we go.
Though
All
it's
right.
funny, I saw some mathematical equations earlier this week
Mm-hmm.
for who the main character of that story is. Who do you think it is?
Oh man, I have no clue. I haven't followed it, but I've heard the author. I'm
Ah,
sorry, man.
no worry. For those who are wondering, the math said it was Tyrion Lannister, the little midget, the little small
Oh
person.
yeah. And then I've heard of him. That's
Yeah,
weird.
I would actually find it funny if he turns out to be the new king. He's like, great, I never wanted this position in the first place.
Yeah,
Okay, so next question. What is the
alright.
first thing you will do in No Man's Sky?
Definitely explore. You know, my first planet, I'm just gonna be all over it. I'm gonna be on the mountains, the caves, anything I can find, even if it's, you know, pretty much uninhabitable.
Hmm. How long will you spend on that planet?
I think it's just gonna be until I get bored. There's nothing to see.
Well, some of the people that has played it in the gameplays and demos,
Hmm.
they said it was still fun after how long they played it, and that was just on one planet.
Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna have to make a time limit here. Jeez.
Yeah, like me,
uh,
I'm like
5 hours?
5 hours. That is a good time limit. I am planning not to spend more than a week on a planet since I'm planning to record this and show everyone else my adventures.
Oh yeah, because nobody wants to see. Oh look, desert. Oh, and that same man we seen about 3 episodes ago.
Yeah. Now I don't know. Have you seen any Subnautica videos?
Yeah, I've seen a couple.
That if I could play that on my computer, I would
Hmm.
because that looks awesome. The graphics and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely a game worth playing if you like exploration.
Yeah. Ugh. Right now, I'm trying new exploration games on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I've
Ugh.
been watching them.
Ah, good.
Really like that Alchemist one.
Oh, awesome.
Very interesting.
I'm still a little bit embarrassed that my game got deleted and I had to restart a little bit.
Oh man. Oh.
Which episode are you on?
Oh, I just watched your episode just today. Episode
Oh,
3.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still don't know why the glass golem didn't get created. It's like, come on, man. You have
Yeah,
a
me
gold
neither.
golem, a lava rock golem. Why not a glass golem? I'm actually going to be building something today that is a surprise for the viewers.
Ooh.
So I'm going to work on that after we get done here and after I get done editing.
All
But
right.
I think a lot of people will like it since I'm going to cut away from my actual story game and go into a little bit of the creative mode.
Mm. Can't wait to see that.
Okay, so the last question that I ask everyone: what is the one word you would use to define your story?
Adventure.
Adventure.
Adventurous, I guess would be the right word. Simply
Huh.
because just running into new things and not knowing what's going to happen next.
The adventurous?
Oh, yeah. It's definitely going to be adventurous.
The adventurous Valence.
Hmm.
Okay, everyone. This is Gene Copper here once again with Scratch,
Hey, you.
telling you to aim for the sky. Also, don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this interview. If you would like to be part of No Man's Sky Space Academy Space Records, Academy Records, go ahead and send me an email. I'll put the email down below. And also, don't forget to check out our other two series, Rebel Galaxy and Alchemist Awakening. Take care.